Welcome one and
Hello?
all to the YTF podcast, where we discuss current events, give advice, and review some of the YouTube videos that you send in to us. Without further ado, welcome to the family.
Woo!
Alright, so today we have...
Welcome.
Alright, over in our left corner we have Coffee Cat. I'm not quite sure what your YouTube channel does yet because I haven't looked it up yet.
Woo!
Woo!
Coffee Cat!
Over here we have KitiDough,
Yeah!
who
Woo!
who does animation videos, and I've watched
you.
all of her videos, so 10 out of 10. I definitely recommend that you watch all of her videos too. And then over on our right we have Lord Pyro.
You just cut out, I didn't hear that.
And then
So, if you didn't get any of that, I'm your host, Lord Pyramon. Today we have a returning guest, KitiDough, and a new guest, Coffee Cat. Okay, Coffee Cat. We're trying to do this whole thing where, like, each time we get a new guest, we ask them a couple questions. So, first question: what content creators kind of inspire your content? What YouTubers do you watch that kind of inspire what you make?
Okay, well, I got a story for you. And here is your answer, okay? Answer. There you go. Done. No, I'm joking. Okay, so when I was in high school, I used to watch Vanoss Gaming and, a lot of the typical YouTubers, gaming YouTubers like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, all those guys. And I really liked a lot of their content. And mainly the Vanoss crew. They're kind of like the guys that inspired me to make gaming videos. But before I started doing gaming videos, I originally wanted to do a animation YouTube thing, like a storyboard sort of thing with little skits and whatever. Until I realized how hard animation is, so I kind of don't do that too much.
Yeah, I do
but the
remember
guy that or girl, the guy or girl that inspired me, or I should just say they, the person that inspired me to do the animation thing was ChipFlake. I don't know if you guys watch ChipFlake or,
I feel like I
know
recognize
about
that
them,
name.
but
Yeah,
they
same.
got some good ones. Yeah, they got some good animation videos. It's very nice, very funny, entertaining.
Nice.
But yeah, that person inspired me to start a YouTube channel and then change my idea on animation to gaming. But yeah. So I guess that answers your question, yeah.
Next question.
All right, so the next question. No, there's one more
No.
question.
You're still
no
on the
more
hot
questions.
seat.
God
The
damn
next
it.
question is just kind of like, how do you...
God damn it.
The next question is just kind of like, how do you come up with the videos that you make? What is your creative process? How do you come up? How do you make
Okay.
your videos, basically?
Okay, so there's something in my head called randomness that kind of runs around like crazy, and sometimes it's like, hey, I got an idea, you should do this. Hey, or how about this skit? So most of the times I just have random ideas that pop up to mind, and then I start playing games and I try to put that skit to use, sort of kind of, because most of the time when you're playing games you kind of can't control how it goes, but you try to include your ideas to it. Like whenever I play Genshin Impact with people, or Phasmophobia, or anything really, there you just kind of have to go with what happens. But most of the time I try to have something in mind. It doesn't work out all the time, but that's just part of the creative mess that I work with. But it's like I said, it's just a lot of randomness that goes through my head, and that's just what I go with.
Very freeform.
Sounds a lot like what I kind of
Yes,
assume.
I'm a free-forming person.
Sounds a lot like what I kind of assume Video Game Donkey's creative process is: going into playing a video game with a very specific idea in mind, and then just just kind of wrapping it up from there.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's a good way of going about.
You
like,
just gotta go with the flow. I mean, whatever works.
Yeah, that's a good way of going about
Like,
making gaming content.
I don't know if you remember my. Yeah, if you remember the what was it, the Little Nightmares 2 video?
Oh,
that
yeah.
one, my first time playing by myself, recording by myself, just doing my whole little thing. I was like, no, I don't know what to do here. So I just found whatever went, and whatever worked, and stuck with it, like the like the little shoe thing,
Little shoe.
which I still have to name, by the way. I still have to name it. Yep. Yeah, lucky little shoe.
Could really shoehorn its name in there. I always appreciate a good pity laugh. Thank you. Thank you.
Geez.
Sorry, I was just quickly looking over the
But yeah.
the links for tonight. Take it away.
I forgot there were links. Oh, hold on.
I was just skimming
topics
them,
that
looking
we
at
got.
the beautiful
Should I mention
thumbnails.
them?
Yes.
Okay. Can I address the topics at hand?
Yeah, go ahead. First topic.
Or would you like?
I'll start us off on the first topic.
Josh fight.
The Josh fight. Do you know?
Okay.
Do you guys know about the
Okay,
Josh
you go.
fight?
You go.
Do you guys know about
Yes,
the Josh
I
fight?
do. Yes.
Yeah.
No, but I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I've heard
So
of
like,
it.
it was this
So
meme that went around
inform
where
me, please.
this guy texted a bunch of other people with the same name as him called Josh, and he was basically like, I'm sure you're all wondering why I've called you here today. The reality is there's just too many people named Josh, so at this date, at this time, at these coordinates, we're all going to meet up and we're all going to fight for who's going to own the name Josh, and everybody else is just a loser and you got to change your name. And that date recently came up, and as it turns out, a lot of Joshes actually went to the Josh fight.
Which is really shocking. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah!
What?
It went off way better than the Area 51
Do you know
thing.
how sketchy that is? You know how sketchy that is? Somebody randomly texts you saying, hey, come over here. Just randomly. You don't know who it is or why they want you there, or, just to fight, whatever.
Mhm.
That's just sketchy. You don't know if it's like some serial killer or something, or somebody that's gonna abduct you or something. Like, what? I just can't fathom.
No,
right
the
now.
really crazy thing about it
That
is
is.
that there was
Oh,
like.
that's so weird. Why?
No, that's the really crazy part is that there was like
What's important is that Josh won.
little Josh. He was like
Yeah,
an
little Josh
8-year-old.
specifically.
He was like an 8-year-old
Yeah,
kid
it was
that
so
won.
adorable. They crowned him
Wait.
with a Burger King
Wait.
crown.
Wait, so were they actually like fighting though, like
They
were
physically, or was it like a
noodles.
verbal fight?
It was
I've seen it. I saw that video actually. Now that I think about it, I saw that video. I was just thinking it was just some random meme. I didn't know it didn't have any context to it. It was just people with pool noodles.
Yes, it was the
But
Josh
now
fight
I
that
know.
started off as a meme.
Thank you for
You are so welcome.
that is so random.
Yeah.
That is so random. I
I'm
still can't fathom.
110% super happy that this happened. Like, the wholesomeness of it, the fact that nothing went terrible, where like news media suddenly covered it and was like, this is why internet culture is bad.
So
I'm just
now,
happy that.
That's
now
true,
we need
true,
to
true.
schedule another one for like another name next year. So I don't know. I could schedule one, be like James fight. Everybody named James is gonna come to these coordinates, and we're all just gonna beat the
No,
You
crap
see,
out of
I
them.
would,
Chris.
I would,
It's
I
gonna
would
have to be
call a
Chris.
Chad fight or a Karen fight, but I'm really scared
Ooh.
of the turnout.
Oh no! They're gonna
Kyle
ask to
fight.
speak to the manager. We
So
can't
one
have that.
Karen's gonna like hit another Karen with a pool noodle, and then that Karen's gonna look over and be like, "Where's the manager of this fight? I demand you bring out that manager." The fight will last for 5 years and end up in federal court.
Oh, that's great. But you know, I just wanted to say that there is so many Joshes out there. I know way too many Joshes, and then I was gonna say the second name that is like most common is Chris or Christopher. Like those are the most common names. Because in my workplace there are like 5 Chris's. Like, oh my god, dude, how many Chris's have to be in my workplace? Like, come on, there's so many of them.
I feel like there's a Chris joke that's
Chris
just waiting to be happened. Something to do with like crispy chips. Like the only kind of Chris's I want are crispy chips. But like I can't figure out how to quite make the joke.
The only person who is allowed to have the name Chris is Chris Rock.
There we go.
There we go.
All other Chris's may see themselves to the door now. Get out of my office space. Thank you, thank you. Unless you're bringing me coffee, that Chris
Change
is
your
welcome.
names immediately. Hey, if you bring me coffee, I'm great with that. I love coffee.
Exactly.
Just
so like,
send it all over.
Unless you're coffee, Chris, all other Chris's, please excuse yourself. My name's Chris Rock. You're awesome.
Just imagine Chris Rock actually watches it.
That would actually be really
He's gonna be like, ooh, they mentioned me. That would be epic, yeah.
That would be incredible. If Chris Rock actually showed up to something like that.
Then he'll be like, hey, can I join your podcast? I thought that was really cool. You guys mentioned me and everything. That's nice. I appreciate stuff like that.
I don't know. We had an entire podcast where we made fun of Drake, so I don't think we're ever getting Drake on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure he's cool.
Oh, well. I don't think I watched that one. Was that a long time ago?
That was a long time ago. That was like
a long time ago.
Yeah, that was like
I think it was
early last year, probably. It's probably around this time last year.
Oh, I wasn't
Yeah.
I wasn't even on the Amino that long.
Welcome to the
I think
Amino, by
I
the way.
joined like several months back. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been nice. I'm very inactive.
But as I say, by the
post,
way, for
like, every
anybody who's
month or
actually
so,
active on
just like
Amino,
my
I know Amino is a dying website or platform. But for anybody who's active on Amino, you know, you can actually look us up at YT Family, right? Or is it actually spelled out YouTube Family?
I think it's YT Family. The
YT Family.
Should we just
and feel
put our
free to
links?
join us.
Yeah.
Links in the description below.
Or there we go. There we go. That's what I like.
Oh yeah. The
If you
podcast
can
where
hear,
we
links are in the description.
the podcast where we clowned on Drake the whole time was the 6th podcast.
Also, go check out the 6th podcast. We could leave an iCard, but I don't know if it's actually going to happen. The idea of an iCard is up to your right. But down to your lower bottom, on the left,
Is
you
it
can
though?
click on YTFA. Is the YouTube channel just called YTFA Podcasts?
Now I've been meaning to change the podcast name to YTFA Podcast, but it's still just YT Family.
You can click on our YouTube button, or YouTube button, that's what I'm going to go with, and you can go right onto our channel and go to the 6th
and if
episode
you
and
don't
hear us
click,
bag on Drake.
I'm gonna find you and make you
Also,
click.
remember that down on the lower
I'm sorry
right
that
is
I
the
just
subscribe
interrupted
button.
you. I'm
Please
so
click
sorry.
it 3 times. Thank you.
I just realized I need to change
4 times.
No, that's
Make
right.
that 4.
No. It's fine at 3. It's just
No,
it's just
4.
enough to make somebody like want to actively do something. It's not like, oh, just click it. Now it's an interesting click. It's click it 3 times. And you're like, oh, that sounds like fun. And then it's like, we're still subscribed. It's all part of my dastardly plan.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
So,
Brilliant. Stunning.
6 times.
So, do any of you stan a certain YouTuber or anything?
I only stan fictional characters,
No.
and only because it's fun to say the word stan.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
He's undecided. Where's the conversation
well-
heading?
Okay, well, I just want to say, I feel like some people take it way too far. Okay? I mean,
Actual stan
I'm not
culture.
one to do that.
Mhm. Actual stan culture can be
But
very
yeah.
toxic. I enjoy saying I stan anything because it's a fun internet word.
Well, same with that. But yeah, I mean, and then there's like K-pop stans are just the worst. I think it's kind of just part of the podcast lore at this point that I got banned from Twitter by a bunch of K-pop stans.
What?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
What, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which of the people did you make fun of? I can't
I can't even remember. I think I just got into I think I just said the wrong thing to the wrong person.
He typed out his tweet verbatim was K-pop's all right, and then they all started screaming about just all right.
Yep. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, any little thing that's negative or just
Could be perceived.
slightly negative that what they think is slightly negative, they're gonna hate on it. They want you to like it. If you
It's
don't
not a
like it,
cult.
they want you to get out.
But if you don't like it, they're just saying they have ways to remove you from Twitter.
Exactly. Yes.
It's
not a cult.
Twitter, it's
but
in general, like, if you don't like something that other people don't like, they're gonna want you out. So I just feel like that's how Twitter works these days.
Well, that's Twitter.
It's a cult. Yep.
See, now Twitter's branding just needs to be
But,
Twitter. We swear it's not a cult. Join us.
Twitter, we
But
swear it's not.
are we gonna talk about any other specific stan cultures,
Yes, I was prepared for
people
this.
that people stan a lot?
I did specific research for this.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So specifically, I really want to talk about. I really want to talk about Dream and just we were
He's
talking about
so-
cults, kind of
Oh, no.
the cult
No,
of
no, no.
personality.
Nobody
around
talks
Dream.
bad about Dream.
Because
Oh man, I hate that one the most, man.
it's
So many people are obsessed with the guy, and he's not even that he doesn't do that much different compared to so many other YouTubers out there. It's just, oh, he was the fastest in Minecraft. Oh wow, amazing! Oh my god, good.
and
See,
I mean, I don't hate the guy. My little sister is a big fan of him. I wouldn't consider her a stan. She's not one of those people, but she's a big fan of the guy. So I don't really have anything against him, or at least I don't have anything
my
against his
biggest
content.
thing is that it's a perfect storm, right? So let's look at it this way. He does Minecraft. He got through via PewDiePie, which we already know tends to have a younger audience just because that's the way things happen to be. So when you're playing and I'm not saying Minecraft's for children because I play Minecraft, so, but in general, when you're looking at Minecraft content, it tends to be more geared towards kids, or at least that's the audience it tends to attract. You have PewDiePie, who had a giant I don't want to say child fan base because, I also watch PewDiePie. The generalization.
Yeah.
The generalization is there.
His fan base is a bunch of 9-year-olds. That's
Yeah, or 18 plus, as
Yep.
YouTube would like us to say.
yes.
Everything here is 18 plus. There are no children.
And some of them,
Very young 9-year-old looking 18-year-olds.
and some of them can afford $40 shirts. Can we talk about that? The $40 shirts that he sells with his logo. Oh my god, that's the part that
Topic
bothers me so much.
Yeah,
I know.
It's
I
just
think-
he makes these
But
this
5
merch,
seconds, let me get my
right?
point in. Which is just that
Are you serious? Okay, carry on.
it's just that when you have young children, especially because younger people aren't as experienced to the world, they don't really understand what it means for people to come from different points of view and to be okay with differing points of views as far as you're concerned. When you're talking about just psychology and the development of the brain, you start off at that not in a narcissistic way, but a very egotistical view. You understand yourself and the way you interact with the world. And when you're looking at internet culture, there's a lot of hatred and words that get thrown around a lot, especially at Twitter and how easy it is to get people banned.
Yeah.
If your viewpoint from the outside comes in, you feel personally attacked. which causes what I would say is an increase in toxic stan culture, just because they're so young. They don't understand a lot of the bigger world around them yet. They don't know that it's okay if not everybody likes the thing that you like. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person, and it doesn't mean they're a bad person either. It just means that you're coming from two different points of view.
Yeah.
So I think that contributes a lot to the stan culture. And I feel bad hating on stan culture specifically when it comes to people like I feel like there's a thing to be said about Dream stan culture towards the fact that like it is very toxic and it's bad. But I feel bad because I know it's a lot of children who just don't know any better.
Mm-hmm. And I do feel like Dream is slightly responsible for the amount of stan culture around him, because I feel like he does egg it on. He very much does kind of like. I feel like
that's a problem with YouTube in general, is that you have to sort of like, you know, force yourself into the whole, oh look, like I'm out here, I'm getting lots of heat and other things, because it helps bring your name further to the spotlight. Mm-hmm. Which I just think, it's why I prefer certain YouTubers over other YouTubers that don't try to do that but still have gotten to the top anyway. Just because it feels a lot more wholesome and like a lot more personal to me than somebody who's purposely egging people on in order to grow their fan base just for the sake of getting a bigger paycheck.
Yep, I'm never gonna do that. I'm cool how I am.
I have 200 some subscribers and I'm proud. Hi to anybody out there who's from my subscriber list. Hello.
I have 117.
I am proud of you. That means you get to change your little your URL, whatever it's called. Your link. At 100, you can change it to like
I can change my link?
Yes!
Wait.
You can change it to like youtube.com/.
I can change it? What?
/Coffee Cat then.
Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that. Yeah.
This whole time?
Yep, at 100.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you just go into YouTube Studio and you can go ahead and play around with that setting.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to do that.
You're welcome. The more you know.
I am doing that right now because I don't like the random numbers and letters it generates. It makes no sense. I just look at it. I'm like, is that really my link?
How do other people get all these nice links?
Actually, change that right now. Yeah, right. Do they have to like pay here or something?
While you're doing
like
that now,
pay here service.
Now that the person who wanted to bring this subject up is distracted, let's talk about the $40 shirts.
Hey, wait, hold on. I'm busy.
No, but like as he's doing that, I feel like a big part of I feel like Dream is a really good example of like what happens when a YouTuber that isn't prepared to get super big just suddenly blows up. Because I feel like he's going about fame in all the wrong ways. I can tell he's kind of getting a bit of an ego, a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like it's very apparent that he's like feeding into this stan culture, and the stan part of his community is absolutely eating it up. But eventually that is going to that's gonna bite him in the butt. It's gonna die off, and it's gonna end up leaving him with a very bad reputation. And
it's like quickly building a mountain out of hay. You can get really high really fast, but the moment a big wind comes along, you didn't have a good structure or foundation to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Like eventually these fans
or
are
maybe
going to...
he feels like his content isn't gonna hold up.
That's also possible.
I mean, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible. You don't know. Maybe he feels like he's just running out of ideas or something, and then eventually all his followers are gonna leave, and then he's gonna be like, "Yeah, dang it, I should have made more merch, sold it at like $80." Where do I change the link again? By the way, I'm looking for it.
What's happening?
I'm sorry, I'm kind of distracted.
Oh,
I'm trying to find how to change my link.
Here we go. 5 seconds. Let me go over to YouTube and I can help you out via whatchamacallit. Meanwhile, Lord, you should take over talking about anything else that you want to bring up, and I'll add input.
All right, so I still haven't watched the Mortal Kombat movie, so I don't want any spoilers in this podcast, please. But
they all die in the end.
Sub-Zero's in it.
Probably.
It's Mortal Kombat. Come on. So.
All right, so
yeah,
Coffee
important
Cat,
things first. Okay.
Yeah, you wanted to talk about the shirts, right? You wanted to say something about Dream's shirts.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that he's just selling this merch because he has this fan base and he knows they're gonna buy it at whatever price he sets it at. Because I mean, like,
he knows right
$40 for a shirt that really doesn't have anything different.
He knows
like,
right now that they are.
You can easily make that shirt for like $10.
And they're doubling down so much on their opinions that he can jack the price up crazy and know that they'll still buy it because they need to prove that they're standing him. They need a cause to fight behind him. That cause costs $40. Then, gosh darn it, Mom, get me 220s.
Yeah, for sake,
Yeah.
it's crazy to me. Like, you're basically taking advantage of people at this point. I mean, I just don't feel like you should do something like that, even if you were to be popular. Like, there are a lot of other YouTubers that are, well known, and they don't push their merch and jack up the prices just because they're popular. Like, they know that they know they have a fan base and everything, but they're not gonna rip people off, you know. And if they do sell merch, most of the time people make something like unique and actually worth $40, But just to have his logo on there, like, are you serious? it takes up like not even 10% of the shirt, and you're selling it for this amount. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually look at some of his.
I mean, he hasn't gotten to like
just to see if
he hasn't gotten to like Jake Paul levels yet, but yeah, it's getting pretty bad.
I know, right?
Because like, it does feel like eventually,
if it gets to that point, though,
it's only a matter of time before, because he's cultivating this very specific kind of fan base. That like, it's only a matter of time before he has his own, Logan Paul Suicide Forest incident.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
it's just
God,
it's so.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens, his fame's going away.
Well, I mean,
He's going
Logan
down
Paul's
the drain.
He'll come out with a first. He'll come out with a tweet.
Which I still don't get.
He'll come out with a tweet first that says, "Hey, I'm real sorry about the whole incident like that, but also here's a link to my merch," and then he'll realize that doesn't. And then he'll do a video apologizing.
Yeah.
It's just.
So I'm looking here, and his shirts are like $25 now.
Oh well, let's see if things are cool.
Did they change it? They're different shirts, though.
Oh.
They are different shirts, though.
Maybe it was limited edition.
So maybe, yeah. Why did it send me to his YouTube? I did not want to go to his YouTube. That was random. I was just on his website, and then for some reason it just lured me into his YouTube channel. It says the website uses cookies to ensure you get the best experience. Decline, and then for some reason it takes me to his channel. That's weird.
Hey, did you know that 90% of the people browsing this random website aren't subscribed to my YouTube channel?
That's so crazy! You know who can fix that? You can fix that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks.
He sells pets?
My
Hold
heart
on.
hurts because I know where YouTube started off, right? Because, you had, and I mean like original Smosh, not like whatever Smosh is doing now.
Oh my god.
But like you had a lot of.
Oh my god. Oh.
You had a lot
I'm sorry. It's
no,
just he sells pet bandanas.
Pet bandanas?
Yeah.
What even is that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And hold on. I'm gonna take a screenshot because this. Oh fuck. Hold on. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to say that. Whoopsie daisy. I'm trying to take a.
You beep beep with another beep 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 beep. This is fine.
What is? I'm trying to take a screenshot. What's going on? There we go.
Your computer is
For
revolting.
some reason. Yeah,
It's
I know my
staying
connection's
sentient.
weird. Hold up. My computer's like, stop cursing, you idiot. Okay, hold on. I'm sending a screenshot. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Would you look at that? Just look at that.
Right.
Take a second. Just
Okay.
wait. Does it not? Oh, there we go. There we go.
Dream smile pet tank top.
It's just a line on a solid white shirt
But shrunk down for kitties.
Right.
that shrunk down for cats. Yeah.
I'm gonna ironically purchase one of these if you don't move. No, I'm kidding.
Just make your own with
I'm
your own
joking.
brand and have your cat be Scott.
Oh, okay. I found even worse things to complain about. Oh my god. Okay, now this is something I'm gonna actually complain about. $50 for like a 32-ounce bottle, like like a thermal or whatever.
Listen, when it
tumblers,
comes
whatever
to
people
YouTuber
call them these
merchandise,
days.
especially YouTubers that come into fame like he did, or like Jake and Logan Paul, there's a lot of issues with it, especially because when we were growing up, we saw YouTube as this place where lots of small voices and tiny content creators, very wholesome people who were just doing this for fun, suddenly got to have jobs and careers. And that's kind of the idea that we grew up with, was this idea that really nice people who really enjoy the content that they're making and care about their communities, those are the people that become famous on YouTube. But as this platform has grown and as people have figured out how to game the system, we started to reach this point of where it feels almost disgenuine now than it used to be back in the good old days of YouTube.
In the good old days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a business
Yes.
now. Everyone sees it as a business.
Yeah.
So we've lost a lot of that sort of intimate culture that YouTube once used to cultivate. And the
YouTube
problem
does
is with
seem
all
this-
the next biggest problem is with all these juggernauts like Twitter and YouTube and Google, it's very hard for a grassroots platform to really dig up and punch up to these big giant companies nowadays. They can't match what YouTube and everybody else is doing.
I feel like Downcast Spark would really want me to say, join Storyfire.
Join Storyfire.
Join Storyfire.
He's got something on it now. Is it his own show? I think something.
Does he? I can't remember.
I thought he did. I thought he like spammed us with pictures of it.
I can't remember. I don't. Maybe.
I have no
Maybe
idea
he
what's
has
going
his own
on.
content. Don't take my word for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Podcast.
I don't know. I don't think he does.
I don't know either.
But
Okay.
he needs to get his own. He deserves.
He probably does.
He is one man trying to like push Storyfire into the known realm, and Storyfire needs to come back and thank him for that.
He really is pretty much like
What is
Storyfire's
Storyfire?
number one spokesperson. Oh gosh, do we have to go on a tangent about Storyfire? do we need to get down?
No, here, let's
let's
just
I think
let's
so.
just move on to dislike removal.
Okay, no. Let's talk about Storyfire
Okay.
just real quick,
Okay.
just kind of to
Okay.
explain. Storyfire is
Yeah.
it's kind of like YouTube and Wattpad and Twitter combined, but you need to actually like apply. You have to kind of like go through like some sort of verification process to actually be able to upload videos to the platform. So that's what it is. Just wanted to clarify.
Thank you.
Oh,
So,
okay. So it's like a newer platform that they're trying to get popular right now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very.
And you know what
grassroots,
Storyfire
small.
isn't doing?
I'm
Storyfire
gonna-
isn't trying to remove the dislike,
Hey!
which is what YouTube is trying to do.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't really get that.
Let me try and pull the tweet.
Who remembers video responses?
Oh, they need to bring video responses back.
Right?
They need to bring video responses back.
It's beautiful. It was a much more community-based back then, and having a dislike button was kind of cool and edgy for you to do, especially things like Facebook, which only ever had a like button for a long time, and even now doesn't have a dislike button. It's got like an angry and a crying, and yeah. Like, don't do that. Don't do that to us. Come on. We've always been the edgy side of the internet.
Yeah,
Plus,
okay, I found the tweet that they announced that they were going to do it. It says, in response to creator feedback around well-being and targeted dislike campaigns, we're testing a few new designs that don't show the public dislike count. If you're part of this small experiment, you might spot one of these designs in the next coming weeks. That's psychotic.
And here's my thing. It's not even like the like to dislike ratio does the same thing that it used to do on YouTube. The like and dislike is virtually meaningless. And one might argue that it causes more controversy when you have a giant dislike ratio because people are like, oh, how did that happen? Let's go check out the video. Why do people hate this so much? And then maybe they'll see and be like, oh, I don't understand why people hate this. I guess it was some sort of dislike campaign or anything else. But trying to censor people's voices, even if you're being a troll and you're getting a bunch of you and your buddies together and then making a few fake accounts just to go through and dislike somebody a lot, who cares? Again, it doesn't do the things that it used to do. I think before it used to like help control the algorithm of what was showing up on YouTube. But nowadays, I think more often than not, YouTube videos that have about an even like to dislike ratio have more views than the average YouTube video because YouTube suggests it more because of the controversy and the fact that it's getting people to talk and spend more time on YouTube.
Dislikes are still considered engagement. It's not like nowadays it doesn't do the same thing. It's YouTube just kind of registers a dislike as engagement. Somebody engaged with that video, so they're going to push it more. It doesn't do the same thing. And also, the problem with removing the dislike count is that a lot of, like, if there's a video that's a scam, if there's a video that's, like, trying to, like, you know, screw people out of their money, that's trying to, like, sell some software that isn't legit, you can see the dislike count. People are gonna voice people are gonna voice, like, hey, this is a scam, through the dislike button. You can't do that. All this is going to do is help bad actors. That's all this is going to do, is empower content creators like, you know, J Station.
You're removing a whole half of the YouTube like voice for figuring things out and understanding content that you're walking into.
I like to imagine that they're only doing this because they just got really, really, really salty about YouTube Rewind. Like, this has been this has been like in development for the last like 2 years. They're just like, how do we spin removing the dislike button as a good thing? I got it. Dislike campaigns.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah, I don't think it really affects people that much as they think. I mean, how often will you look at your own videos and see the dislikes and be like, that bothers me so much. I wish they didn't.
Because the funny thing is, it doesn't even do anything about dislike. It doesn't. If they're trying to like mitigate harassment, if they're trying to like, you know.
Oh, good luck doing that on the internet.
Yeah, if
they're still gonna do it in the comments section anyway.
They're still gonna do it in the comments section.
It doesn't do anything.
Like, they're still gonna do it in the comments. The comments are just gonna be like how Twitter comments are, where it's just like ratio, dislike, ratio. You know, they're gonna voice their displeasure in the comments, and the comments are gonna somehow become even more toxic than they already are. So that's gonna suck a lot, but like as far as like, you know, mitigating harassment, and you know, trying to like prevent cyberbullying or whatever the heck, that doesn't work either, because the way that they explain it, you are still going to be able to see the dislikes. You as the uploader are still going to be able to see the dislikes. So if you're afraid of being like harassed by these people, if you're, you know, you're still going to be able to see those dislikes. You're still going to be able to see it. These people are like after you or whatever. So it doesn't
unless
function.
unless they completely remove it, you know. But then still, like, I don't see why they would completely remove it. It just, yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Because YouTube is starting to get scared of controversy, because every time some sort of controversy happens, without going into any other like YouTube name specifics, but anytime a big controversy happens, people get upset, and then people pull out, and instead of standing firm on their grounds and trying to open up to new advertisers or anything else, YouTube then backs down and tries to regress into a more advertiser-friendly platform.
They keep kowtowing to the old media, and that is a problem. That is a massive problem. Because
my biggest hope is that eventually, when YouTube is failing, another corporation will finally be able to rise up, and then maybe when it gets super popular, it won't sell out to Google.
I think another thing is that a lot of people are letting like the discount or the dislikes contribute to how they actually feel. Like if they notice that they're getting a lot of negative feedback or, you know, a lot of dislikes, they're going to feel bad about themselves. And I feel like that's one thing that they're trying to alleviate, but I don't really think people should justify how they feel or allow that sort of thing to contribute to how they feel.
Listen, I think there's a healthy amount of
I don't think that's the right way to do it either.
Looking through on, and never taking a dislike or anything as something harsher than what it is. People, it's going through your daily life. You know, certain people aren't going to like you or what you do. Should you let that get to you? No. You should treat it the same way on the internet. Should you let that get to you? No. However, if you're like a really, really like struggling with your content and people outside of trolls who are just screaming at you that you suck or something are trying to give you constructive criticism, take that. I'm not saying close out to dissenting points of view, because that leads to a whole different problem. Look at the stan culture.
Yeah, I was about to say, call back to the stan culture.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, but there's a healthy middleman that you always need to reach in every situation. Don't let dislikes get to you. Also, be open to criticism and allow yourself to grow and become a better content.
Hear that, YouTube?
Yeah, that's part of being a good YouTuber. Yeah.
Just take a deep breath. Take it all in stride.
They're not watching this, so.
No.
They're not gonna watch this. We know that.
It's okay. As long as we stay small, we don't have to worry about the channel getting shut down.
Works, you know?
As long as we remain under 1,000 subscribers, YouTube won't try to kill us.
You're gonna be like, oh, they're talking bad about removing the dislike button. We gotta remove them from YouTube. Yep, that's the solution. Yep, that's what we gotta do now.
Yep.
And then bye-bye, YTFA.
Rip.
That's ridiculous. Hopefully that doesn't happen and they just keep it as is. Because, I mean, there's really no problem with it. They're just, most likely butthurt about their YouTube Rewind not doing well.
Mm-hmm.
We want to jump into reviews, or do we have anything more to say about any other topics?
I feel satisfied.
All right. I'm going to drop
yeah, I'm pretty good, too. Yeah.
He's dropping the link. Boop. I clicked on it.
I see the links.
Pick a nickname.
Wait, are we individually going to click on it?
I don't know. I just dropped a...
No, all the way at the bottom.
There's a link to a watch together.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see it. I thought you were just going to stream it on the Discord. Okay, hold on. Let me make my username, my nickname.
Ba-da.
All right, I should be here.
Hey!
I think I'm here.
Awesome. I'm the.
Am I
one
here?
with the,
I don't know if I'm
No,
here.
I see you. I see
The
you.
crown.
Oh, yeah, I see you. I see you. Okay,
Yeah.
we're good then. We're
All right.
good to go.
So, first person we're looking at is PopFizz. So, just drop in here and
Hi guys. So,
Great name.
last video. Complete trash. I am so sorry. I had no idea what I was doing.
Gonna watch some
The audio
Subnautica.
was
Below
messed
Zero.
up.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm just
It
checking
sounds
one more
interesting.
time. Okay, good. Okay. I don't have
Wait,
a
there's a
list.
lily pad biome? Oh, okay.
A lily pad? I don't see it.
I was checking the audio. I don't know. But yeah, okay. So,
It's
last we left off,
I had no idea Subnautica did a below zero.
an elder lady who was in a prawn suit.
Like, I remember
that was modified.
back when Markiplier. I don't know if he's still actively playing Subnautica.
I hope to meet.
Like, I remember back when Markiplier first started playing Subnautica.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, I haven't watched a Markiplier video in a while.
I really want to know what that lady's about, and I want to know what's going on.
okay. First thing I want to say about this is
Go ahead and get into it.
she's like, she spent the first minute of the video like addressing something that happened in a previous video, but it sounded more like she was apologizing for the quality or something. That leave that kind of stuff for the end, if anything, because like for new viewers, they're not going to care about that. New viewers are going to just want you to
Yeah, that's
get
true.
right in there, and then you know leave that. You know,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, yeah.
And
I was like, when is the video gonna start?
if you have a high enough editor, because I know everybody's working with different things. You know, you're not getting paid on YouTube. There's no point in trying to overspend on something that's just a hobby. But if you have the ability to put at the very beginning of your video something exciting that happens somewhere later in your video, that's always
yeah.
a great catch to make your viewer interested in watching through,
Yeah.
at least until they get to that point.
Okay, thermos.
yeah, that is a really good way to do that, and I see a lot of vlog channels do that as well.
Let me just move my
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a few gaming channels, but not as many as I see vlog channels doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because-
I think it's something that gaming channels,
Well, I think
like,
I'm gonna
unless you're,
start
like,
doing that now.
in like a series, like some sort of video gaming series where like any sort of horror video game where it's very story based, I don't think it's so necessary because obviously viewers are coming in time and time again just because they want to see the story play out.
on my last.
But for games like Subnautica, where it's very freeform, anything could happen, there's no real story you're following, you're just building something or anything else,
On the second.
it could be crucial to have that kind of fun key moment to be like, oh my gosh, that happened in your game? Oh, I want to see this now. This is what's going to make watching your Let's Play different from the average Let's Play I'm going to watch. You did something crazy in yours, and now I want to stay and watch until I see that.
Exactly, yeah.
In elementary school, maybe even middle school.
Yeah, so this is just like a regular playthrough. You know,
Yeah.
she's just going through the game, discussing stuff that
So yeah,
happened.
I kind of freaked myself out in
Not-
the second video, and I was.
I don't know.
It
I'm
sounds like
not-
she's still
not
talking
very
about the
interested in
original
this,
video.
to be honest with you.
I guess it freaked me out. So this time I'm more okay. I realized that, you know, you guys can't hurt me physically. You can hurt me mentally though if you leave me comments.
Oh.
Oh,
You know, 'cause I'm fragile.
Okay, so I guess she's addressing something that happened in the last video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm real sorry for whatever happened
Yeah.
in your previous video. I mean,
Jeez,
I mean, I guess that's
honestly, part of me kind of like,
that people
maybe
are
if
actually-
she had some sort of like recap edit of like what happened in the last
Maybe.
video, that could
yeah.
kind of work as well. Because like, yeah, that makes me kind of
Yeah,
wonder,
either
like,
that or if
what
it's
happened?
something in the comments, you know, like if,
Yeah.
yeah, like
I don't
what
know
happened,
if
like we don't know.
this is appropriate to ask, but
Like at least take a
at this
screenshot,
time,
zoom
I
into
mean,
it.
if you guys
Yeah.
yeah, kind of.
wouldn't
I was,
mind leaving a
gosh,
follow,
who am I
Especially
thinking
when we're
of?
4 minutes in and you're still talking about it. Clearly, it was a big thing. Now, if anything, I'm more curious about what happened. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure she's going over. Honestly, technically, we're just talking over whatever.
Or
she's
what if
discussing.
this is a way for you to like go back to that video because you're so curious now after listening to this for like 5 minutes. You know, it's gonna make you want to go
But
back
it
to
makes
see
me
what
sad because
happened. You know?
this video then is a waste.
Golly, okay, guys.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the very least, you've caught my interest in the other video, but this video feels kind of like tedious at this point. Oh, but it sounds like we're back into the main pick of the game. She's exploring for some sort of thing that she needs.
It's not cool. What is this? We saw this last time when I was heading over to the
Subnautica in of itself is a very beautiful game to look at.
Yeah.
But
I still have to play Subnautica. It's like
No, it's
freaking out for no reason.
because this video does, if anything,
a huge open sea.
Yeah.
oh, okay. So this is a Twitch video that's gone over to YouTube because she just said, "Welcome
Oh,
to
so
my
this is
stream."
a stream.
Alright.
Okay, so that explains more
Okay,
as
so
to
that
why
makes more
the
sense.
context. So now the context makes a lot more sense of going because somebody's in her stream right now, you know, so she'd want to explain the last video and other things. And this is like an archive of her streaming on Twitch. We've been judging a YouTube video. That's really a Twitch video on YouTube.
Okay, I feel like that's a problem in and of
My
itself.
problem with
though.
this.
Everything's fine. I'm just
Yeah,
like-
because if you're gonna post it on YouTube, you gotta at least like make it like
Make it
you know,
new for your
edit
YouTube,
it,
for your
you know?
followers.
Right now, it just feels like a gameplay video. Yeah, because people on YouTube aren't watching your stream unless they're on Twitch, but then they're not gonna rewatch your video.
Either give us highlights.
No one's gonna do that.
Edit out the beginning part where you're discussing everything that happened in your last stream. You know, make it more digestible for the YouTube audience. That's all.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
When you're gonna, I think a good example of that is like RT Games, because RT Games, most of the stuff that he does on YouTube is did something fall. You all right? Who is that?
I don't
Coffee
know.
Cat, you all right?
What happened?
You good?
I'm good. I'm good. It's my cat.
Aw,
okay.
hi Smokey.
Yeah. Don't worry. We're good.
All right.
Smokey, stop. Like,
But yeah, I feel like
in the way sometimes.
I feel like RT Games is a good example of like how to kind of make a highlight reel for like live streams. Because you know, he also kind of does that. So maybe if I were to say anything, watch RT Games, kind of look at how he does stuff, and try and kind of put your own spin on that. Because I think he does a really good job at kind of taking stream footage and kind of editing it into a way to where you can have a cohesive plot that you can follow.
Otherwise, your thumbnail's
That's
amazing.
exactly what
I
you
love
want
the
in a YouTube video.
Oh yeah, the thumbnail is great. I love that thumbnail.
Yeah, I like it too.
But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Okay, next one.
I'm kind of scared about the second video.
Yeah, I kind of am too.
I
It's
saw the
by
title.
how do you say that? Misal Dragon, Misal Dragon, something like that. Is Sonichu a
Misal?
furry?
Is that the one that did
Misal?
the Pyro?
Misal? I don't know. But yeah, let's jump into this
Greetings,
one.
everyone, and welcome back to
All
Pyro.
right.
It is I, Misal Dragon.
Misal
Like little
Dragon.
change to the intro? I might
Sonic
have little
Chew.
changes like that to the intro and outro
Sonic
to keep it
Chew.
interesting, or I'll stop so people know what to expect from me. Though that's not why we're here. So let's get to that. Slowly. First is explaining what Sonichu is for those who don't know. And if you do know what Sonichu is, I'll have a time on the screen so you can skip to that time.
There are several multiple hour-long documentaries on YouTube about this, so have fun.
There is a
Going down that rabbit hole.
Have fun going down that rabbit hole. Have fun, you know, compressing all of that into 3 minutes.
Sonichu is the creation of the CWC and is basically a fusion of Pikachu and Sonic, at its most basic, though in the comic that was made for this character, Sonic still exists. There was also a rumor that caused more of the Sonichu species to appear, like Rosachu, Magichan, Wild Sonichu, and more. So it was more of a Pikachu that got a new evolutionary line, but was more Sonic X, rather than evolving into a Raichu. Though there are so many Sonichu species that I'm not going into all of them as there's too many and I don't know much about all of them. Plus, they aren't really needed for
Is this a
answering
popular
question.
topic that people actually
So,
talk
I'll focus on
about?
Sonichu
Like,
and
is this
Sonichu
something
for
that
this
people
video.
actually
Something
search
not
on
too
YouTube,
complicated.
or is that something that they
Yeah.
like would
Everyone here?
Google, like, what is
Yes.
Sonic Chew? Because I don't know.
Community.
Sonichu being in the
If you're in the right community, then it's a very interesting
Yeah,
hot
because I feel
topic.
like
all Sonichu species
yeah, because I feel like this is the kind of video that's gonna be hard for it to be mainstream. Like a lot of people are gonna search for it, unless you're in like the right community for it.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
don't
this is
know.
one of those things that, like, there are already so many, like, very comprehensive videos about the history of Sonichu and Chris Chan. That this does kind of feel like, you know, why are you making this? I feel like the title feels a little bit odd too, because this is more of just a recap. That being said, if you just want a very quick crash course
Yeah.
of what is Sonichu, who is Chris Chan, maybe that 3 minute runtime will be appealing to some people.
Otherwise, I'd just say in general,
I
talk
think-
louder, talk clearer.
There's actual Pokemon that are like actual.
Yeah,
Just to make the video more engaging.
I'd like to see like more comparisons to like actual furries and Sonic Chew, so that way they can compare the two and tell why this one's a furry and why this one is or isn't a furry. You know, like
Yeah, the title seems weird.
I just
'cause,
kind of
like, it
got a
doesn't really
history of
have-
Sonic Chew, and that was it.
Yeah, the history. The title doesn't really have much to do with the video. That's
I understand
kinda,
trying to play the clickbait game, but
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
I just wish
happened
at some
here.
point you either mentioned it or like mentioned it and been like, yeah, that's not actually what we're talking about. Or
Yeah, at the end.
or just some sort of reference.
Yeah. Yeah, because I just feel like this was like a
Also-
history of what Sonic Chew is. 'cause
Yeah. I would suggest making
be honest,
a thumbnail that
I didn't
had
know
Sonic
until
Chew
now.
in it.
So thank you, YouTuber.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
wanna find a
that
really
would
good
definitely
video
improve
about
the
Chris
click rate,
Chan. You want to really, I just want to give a quick recommendation. If you really want to learn about who Chris Chan is and what Sonichu is, look up the Down the Rabbit Hole video on it, because
Okay.
it is very, it's a very interesting topic, and there's, yeah. I mean, it's like...
That's it. We've lost Coffee Cat down the rabbit hole.
Just typed it down.
Yeah.
I'm on YouTube, down the rabbit hole. It's a unique VR adventure. Is that the right one?
I don't think so.
It's a
If you
VR.
type in
Down the rabbit hole by GameSpot. Yeah, no, that's the wrong one.
Down the rabbit hole.
We can always
Chris
look it up
Chan.
later.
What?
Yeah, just keep it in the back of your mind. Down the rabbit hole Sonichu
Okay.
is
Great.
what you would look for. But anyway,
On to the next one.
After Apex was
Which
killed, it was
is
Atomic Nation
Atomic Fallout
Project Undead Nightmare.
67.
yeah, let's see if he has. Let's see if
That
Atomic Fallout
actually
has.
sounds cool.
Yeah. Let's see if Atomic
Oh,
Fallout.
is Fallout
has-
returning?
Yeah, we saw
Apex.
his
Yeah, I
content
like the
in the
title of
last
it.
one.
Okay.
I feel like if I remember correctly, our whole thing, the last one, was that it's a very promising idea, and we can tell that he puts a lot of effort into his videos, but there needs to be some improvements.
Okay.
So let's see,
After Apex was killed, it was the end of a dictatorship. Death camps liberated. Civil unrest. Wide-scale destruction. We thought it was all over. Little did we know the nightmare was just beginning. Dark energon used in weapons to break the corruption would also cause hell. The dead are stronger, faster and evil. They have darkness controlling them, but who is controlling them? We need to find out before it's too late.
What the fuck is going on? Why the hell are zombies walking around?
You know how you walk through SG6 to lead into those mines? They were dark energon mines, and those miners use the dark weapons. The dark energon used within the bullets has the power to affect the dead. reanimating them, but it needs a leader.
Probably Apex's holdouts, but how do you get to them? The bridges and tunnels are collapsing due to the fighting.
Follow me.
Oh, okay then.
There's definitely a lot of disparities in
expecting
audio.
Yeah.
Flaws decided to betray me.
Yeah,
So we go to the Arctic.
that scared me, to be honest with you.
The sound effects are definitely a lot louder than the acting.
You have
yes,
arrived
just-
at your destination.
Trying to equalize all that.
Yeah, sound balancing needs to be worked on.
Yeah.
Because, like, the characters are very
It is
quiet.
minus
Very,
175 degrees.
that's
with
something that he still needs to work
120 foot
on.
of compact snow
Mhm.
until dirt. Northwest is a small structure made of
Mhm.
wood. 12 meters below is a concrete bunker with trace amounts of dark energon. One life sign detected DNA trace back is Sandchloro 19950. Basic automated security detected.
Let's go have a little chat.
I find myself vaguely interested in the idea of the plot, especially after the intro.
Mhm.
But I do find it hard because, of course, the when it comes to animating and everything else, having good audio and other stuff is
However,
so
I may know who
important.
controls them.
Mhm.
You want Apex little pet lockdown.
Yep.
I'm
so,
working
like-
on the crystals that form darkness line to get him back to get rid of the zombies. The first prototype is ready.
Are all
It
of
needs your
these
elemental master to control
drawings
it.
trace?
That's what it looks like.
I will
Yeah,
do it
'cause I'm
myself,
recognizing
but
a
I
lot
have
of
been
Fallout
fighting off the
asset.
infection from a
Mhm.
bite.
Fallout
Trespasser
4.
detected.
Yep.
Doors unlocking.
Maybe Fallout 76. I haven't played Fallout 76 to know. Or 67. Which would make sense because that's his username.
Yeah, we should destroy the zombies.
And I will admit, if you do start getting popular on YouTube, I know the artist community a lot. That's going to be the first thing that they talk to you about is going to be not tracing your artwork.
Yeah.
Go where?
Because, like, I can tell there's a lot of, like,
Get a list of all the South and
there's a lot of thought being put. There's a lot of thought being put into, like, there's like some deep lore stuff going on here. Like, there's a lot of thought being put into, like, the story and the world, but
Get a boat. We
that
can-
effort needs to go into the rest of it.
If Fool's going,
Yeah.
guys should touch the water.
Now, one thing that he has improved on is this video is only 7 minutes long. His last video was like half an hour. So this is a little
Okay.
bit more. This is a little bit more bite-sized than his last one.
Mm-hmm.
If they get onto this oil rig, I will kill you first.
Locating kill lockdown. He is controlling the remaining zombies.
And also very interesting characters.
You take the west stairs, I'll take the
Yeah.
east stairs.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I don't know a lot in the realms of animatronic or animatronic. Wow, I can't speak good words. I don't do a lot of animal drawing, so I can't comment too terribly.
Mhm.
I'm on your side.
You're getting terminated for treason.
You're head of security. Apex is.
Apex is dead. I shot his head and his brains all over the floor of Fire Edge Towers. And you're
Oh
dead.
snap!
If you shoot me, you'll be breaking IRS Law 52, Section 2C. Causing harm to another security officer is an offence punishable with death.
I am withdrawing myself from this.
Oh,
Drop your weapon.
As the authority of the Apex Security Force, I order you to stand down.
ah snap!
You bastard. You shot me.
He did.
You reach the end of the line.
You jerk! You shot me! Some good comedy.
Well done.
I feel like this has a lot of potential. I mean,
Yeah.
he obviously has a story going on, and I just wish I could understand the story more.
Yeah.
But with
Yeah.
the characters not actually like expressing themselves as well as they should, or not having the I don't know the age of this person making this
Mhm.
stuff, but I mean, if they're young and they're making this sort of thing, I think they're going places.
Oh, yeah.
if
There's a
you're
lot of
like
potential here.
a kid
Mhm.
or a young teenage, yeah, I mean, this could definitely grow into something that's actually good. Over time, it'll get there. Just keep working on it. Just keep sharing that story that you got going on, and if people see it and I don't know if it's better just posting it as a story first and or kind of like a book sort of thing, and then having people read it. Then if they let's say a group of filmmakers like the idea, then they can make it into the movie that you're looking for, or something like that. I mean, because if he has a good story but he's not good at doing like the animation portion of it, because let's be honest, animation is really difficult, and then to do the story and then the voice acting and then adding all the effects and everything yourself, it's a lot of work. And just doing that all yourself, just way too much. But I could definitely see this getting better in the future. So keep going, keep doing
this whole thing reminds
Atomic Fallout. Yeah.
Like this whole thing gives me like a vibe of something that I would have found on like Newgrounds in like in like 2007, and then and it would have had like a huge following back then, and then all of a sudden I find out like I don't know, last year that, oh my gosh, it's getting like a full-fledged like TV show or something, because like it reminds me a bit
like
of
the original creator has teamed up with a group and they're actually gonna like flesh it out.
Yeah, it's like the Sonic Nazo fan film, if you guys know about that. This guy made like some sort of like like some sort of Dragon Ball Z clone but with Sonic characters, and then like just a couple of years ago he like decided, I'm just gonna like remake this but make it good. so he's like, I can't remember if it actually came out.
Hold on.
Lots of potential here.
Either he remade it or I can't remember.
Yeah,
but
no, definitely does. Oh yeah, I remember seeing this. This was actually pretty good, yeah. If I remember correctly. But yeah, so audio definitely needs to be improved. That's my main thing, because there's a lot of effects on these voices that you like. The effects are good sometimes if used properly, but the thing is, understanding what they're saying is going to be difficult. So I don't know if you want to add text underneath or something like to caption it. I think that would also aid in the viewers, so that way they understand what's going on better.
Yeah, I feel like audio definitely needs to be worked on, and also like I don't know who is doing the voices. I don't know if this guy is doing the voices or if he's getting like friends to do the voices, but they need to project their voices more, because they're very quiet. It sounds like they don't want to like wake up their parents in the other room or something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That needs to be like something needs to happen there, but that's something that that's something that you can, work on later once you right now work on audio mixing.
Yeah, and if you're using like what I was saying is, if you're like using a phone to record the audio, because sometimes some people don't have like fancy mics and whatever, a phone works. Because I used to record with a phone and just like go in like a closet or like an empty room by yourself.
Yeah, I just used to record with
there,
my
have your script ready and just record.
The little mic I had on my headset, my earbuds. So like they are $10 earbuds that came with a mic set, and I just used to go in my closet and record. And only recently have I upgraded to a nice mic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, you just gotta use what you got, and just make sure you're actually, speaking into it. Otherwise, we won't be able to hear you.
All right, so next one. We do have another one after this. It looks like it's the last one, but there is another one that I just forgot to put in. This one is by TimeFliesAway, and it's an AMV, so I might have to mute the audio on this one for me, so it doesn't get the
AMV.
Let's see.
But that kind of ruins the experience of an AMV. But no, I do get it. I do get it. But the thing is, we're supposed to like enjoy the music and all that, and
Yeah.
I don't know if they like
So the first thing
have the
I can
music
say
tied
about this,
into like the action scenes or whatever. Because I like, yeah.
the first thing I can say about the AMV is that when I'm wearing earbuds, it's only coming through the one earbud. So
Okay,
I
yeah,
don't know.
You're right. Oh my
Yes, I don't-
gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know
Unless
what
that's
happened
part
there
of the
when you were
song, but
editing the
I
video.
don't think it would be.
The one earbud, so that's gonna ruin the experience for anybody who's wearing a headset thing.
That is really weird.
I love
Yeah.
I love the physical cuts that you've done for the editing. I'd love to see you get more
Yeah, and
into
the
your
transitions
physical editing
look
software
pretty
for
good,
all of
too.
the special effects over the cuts.
Yeah.
Like, just really go, like, cause like when you're watching like videos like this with all these edits and these flares, for the most part, I think people really want to get into it and see it follow the rhythm more. You're dabbling in it right now. We just want to see you take it further.
Yep.
Also, I know nothing about the show that this is like editing, so
No idea.
yeah.
But she looks epic.
It looks interesting, whatever it
Yeah, me
is.
neither.
You got like off-brand
It
Sora
does look
from
good,
Kingdom
though.
Hearts.
It does look good.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if this is by the same studio that did Miraculous Ladybug, because it kind of gives me those vibes. I don't know. I wonder if
Right?
I'm thinking this must be French, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, it's French.
Whatever it is, it's French.
That is just like ever so slightly the Netflix original series, what is it, Trolls?
What?
Have you guys seen that? It's done by DreamWorks, I think. It's kind of Danny Phantom.
Did you say Trolls?
I don't know what it's called. I gotta look it up.
Oh, Troll Hunters?
Otherwise, I'm gonna.
Troll Hunters?
Troll Hunters, yes.
Yeah, I've seen a
Yes.
little bit of that. It's
No.
Aren't the
I
monster
haven't
designs done by
watched it.
Guillermo del Toro? I'm pretty
I
sure Guillermo
think-
del Toro has something to do with that.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting seeing Guillermo del Toro's like designs in more like a cartoony aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of because when I think of his monsters, I think of like Hellboy and Pacific Rim, Pan's Labyrinth.
Mm-hmm.
So it is interesting seeing him make more like kid-friendly creatures.
Yeah.
And
So
let me
yeah, all
just,
I gotta say is figure out
that was
whatever
a quick
happened in the
outro.
audio there for any earbud users, and really go hammer with the editing.
Yeah. Yeah, with a lot of these AMVs, they really need to, because I mean, a lot of people like it when like the scenes are like in sync with the music or with the beats.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes the transitions or the flashing
Mhm.
exactly with the beat. I feel like that's like the best thing with AMVs. So
But
yeah,
that's it.
I mean, like I said, it was pretty good. Pretty good.
Mhm.
It was pretty good, yeah.
All right, and the next one that I forgot
What's
to
the
put in the
next
chat, the final one that I forgot to put in the chat is by Rose of the Night, who we've looked at like quite a few times before. She's always very receptive in these things, and I can't wait for her essay of a comment in this one. She really, yeah. But yeah, let's look at this. Apparently, this was a re-upload though, so.
Elegant. If I am correct.
Modded Skyrim. Ooh. I like the sound of it already.
About now. Yeah.
Gotta love the buffering though.
Okay. Yes.
So wait, is this
I
the,
would work on.
What was that?
Oh, all I was gonna say is, It was a little like I would work on turning up your volume, Mike. I love that intro.
There was
great.
Solid.
That was a massive improvement from the last one we saw.
There was just a huge transition, yeah.
And a nice recap there at the beginning for what happened previously, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but wait. When I first played Skyrim, I guess I didn't hear that part because I went with him. But why would people just split up? I don't get it. Oh, hey.
You know, I never understood that either, because, like, literally
Yeah.
he wants you to go back to his...
That'd be great.
Go to my uncle, which is the same place I'm heading, but don't walk with me.
It is just the strangest dialogue.
Listen, Skyrim is just wonderfully strange. Once you've seen the ragdoll physics on a dragon go spiraling far away, it's... Nothing's ever the same.
That's always perfection.
Bethesda.
Yeah.
Bethesda, they make
Game.
something.
They make game.
They make game. One
They forgot
single
to put the
make
S
game,
in, you know. It's okay, they'll make out a pat.
They make one single game that they just reskin over and over and over again.
Yep, that's for sure.
Fallout 3? You mean Skyrim? Wait, I'm trying to think of like all the games because I know they're now just recently working on coming out with the next thing in the Elder Scrolls, but there's nothing past Skyrim. So all I can think of is like Fallout 3. You mean Skyrim? Fallout 4. You mean Skyrim? Fallout 76. I think you mean Skyrim, but multiplayer.
I mean, the final boss in that game, to my understanding, really is just straight up just a reskinned dragon from Skyrim.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is modded, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not seeing too much of a difference.
Well, you have that like
I don't remember the map looking like that though.
Yeah,
so I think
the
that
map
might
is
be
different. The map is different. It looks
Like
like
a-
she has some sort of like animation mod on her character. When
Top
she
left.
runs. Yeah, top left. She has some sort of like thing. I saw I Need. I know I remember from the first video that we saw from her, she has I Need, and that's a really interesting mod. But I can't remember
It's
what
just
other
been
mods
such a
I
long
saw.
time since I played, so I don't remember exactly how it is. So if you were to tell me this was how it was, I would believe it.
Mhm. It's funny, I actually thought about playing Skyrim at some point today, but just didn't have the time.
Hmm.
I mean, this is a little bit. I think it's the cart before the horse. But, I saw the dragon in Hogan. We saw the dragon in Hogan. Excuse me.
Cute editing.
I do like the editing.
I like that too. Yeah.
So the only thing that I can say is like, because a lot of people already stab you as a game player.
Mm-hmm.
Like instead of just saying like like the whole I never noticed this before, just like with the whole like we should separate ways, but also meet me back in. Just go for it and be like, dude, we're heading the same. Sorry, did you want me to go all the way across the map, like roll back around to go to Riverwood, or like what for me, buddy? So sorry, we
You
can't
know,
walk
if
down
you-
the same cobblestone path together.
I don't know, I mean, if you turn left, you can go to what's, oh my gosh, all of a sudden I can't remember its name. That other town, and you can get like a really nice house if you do stuff for the Jarl, so, you know, I mean, it might be beneficial if you just ignored the main quest.
It might be, but like the thing is, it's just don't be afraid to sass the poor NPCs that can't talk back to you. It's always good for a quick chuckle.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're making a video on Skyrim, are you gonna like do a lot of side quests, or are you gonna focus on the main story?
See,
I don't know if people focus just on
I
the main
think if you're
story when
making any
making
sort
these
of video
videos.
about Skyrim or Fallout, and you know that like a majority of the people who are coming to watch are people who already played the game, I think they're more coming for your commentary, your spin on the game. Which means as long as you're staying in like, I don't want to say in character because like you don't have to pretend to be the character you're playing as, but as long as you're witty, fast on the uptakes, or willing to talk with the NPCs as long as they can't talk back, you can have a really funny and interesting gameplay. And after that, I don't think it matters if you're doing the main quest or the side quests, as long as you're interacting with the game a lot and heavy-handedly, so it doesn't feel like you're just sitting there watching somebody else play, thinking to yourself, "Oh, now I just want to play Skyrim. Hand over the controller, Mom said it's my turn to play the Xbox."
No, actually, I just realized we're past 5 minutes. But that's actually what I like about the fact that she does a modded Skyrim playthrough. So it's Skyrim with a few like little tweaks and adjustments and changes to kind of make it a little bit you're literally making the game your own at that point, which is I feel like that's just that's something that adds a lot of merit to the video. It's a personalized version of this game. It's her like ideal version of this game essentially.
Oh yeah.
Which, I feel like that does
to be honest
to some degree.
I was kind of scared. To be honest, I was kind of scared when I read modded, because most of the time when I see modded Skyrim videos, they have like Thomas the Tank Engine flying around, and like they have like buses like blowing up, and like rocket launchers and RPGs everywhere. Like it's a mess for most of these modded Skyrim videos are. So that's what I was kind of expecting. Got
Randy Savage dragons running, flying around. Step into a Slim Jim!
Oh gosh.
But yeah, I mean, this was a good video. I mean, I do like how I do see a lot of improvements in this video. Rose is getting... Every time we talk about her, I see improvement, and that's great to see. Because we talked about her intro, how it was kind of basic, and now it's much more lively. It's a much more animated intro. She had like a nice little recap at the beginning. A lot of this, I can tell that this was obviously an older video that was updated and fixed up, and that's really cool to see.
Yeah.
Gotta keep making those improvements. Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool to see. It's really great to see a content creator that is just constantly improving, constantly finding things to improve on. So yeah, good on Rose. That's great. And that's all the videos. Okay. Now that we're done with the videos,
we have some nice pics.
I thought that was one.
Oh, I just said we had some.
Oh wait, yeah, that is the last. Oh,
yeah, that is the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, before we go off on something, I want to mention the fact that we have a subreddit now. YTFA has a subreddit now. Yeah. So if you want to join that,
remember.
Yeah, r/YTFA. So if you want to join that, give support to other content creators. The subreddit is supposed to be kind of a sort of a resource for content creators. I just put up like a post on there about like different like free editing software or screen recording software for like whatever. So
that's awesome.
So yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to join that, do it. I also plan on on Saturdays you're allowed to advertise. I don't want it to become just like link dropping, but on Saturdays everybody's allowed to post links, and every YouTube video that's posted in the subreddit is eligible to be reviewed in this podcast.
Ooh.
So I think that's a bit of an incentive for people who maybe don't get here in time, who don't like, get their videos in on time. Well, we're just going to pull a few videos from the YTFA subreddit backlog. So I hope that gives people some incentive to join. And I definitely think that everyone who wants a video reviewed should definitely join the subreddit, because that's going to be, I want that to be one of the pillars of YTFA.
I'm ready for another one of my videos to get reviewed.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I'll take you up on the. I'll just drop one in, just in case you ever need an extra video.
Yeah, why not? I'll take it.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, let's just start dropping our videos, right?
It's fine.
You know what? Hey, have you heard my latest hit?
My Christian-friendly Minecraft channel.
Cat drives a Tesla.
Cat drives a
my totally
clickbait.
not a music video. Cat drives a Tesla.
Beautiful. Get all those keywords in there.
No, it's not. Well, in a way it is. In a way it is, but in a way it's not. Because I animated a little short where a cat's driving a Tesla. So in a way, I guess it's clickbait, but in a way it's not.
It's just my virtual cat that
and
I
it's
had to
not
animate.
even about like just the cat. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's actually. Oh, people actually did watch it. Never mind. I'm looking at my analytics right now.
Nice.
Hold on.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
Do you want me to actually share it or?
I mean, we're gonna be linking everybody's channels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to see Coffee Cat's cat drives a Tesla, not a music video, his link will be down in the description below. You may go over to his channel and see his cat drive a Tesla. It's not clickbait.
Absolutely. In fact, I usually have the links.
And I just want to mention that the music.
I usually have a link to everybody's channels. I might just link that video instead of linking your channel, Coffee Cat, just for the heck of it.
It's like, no one cares about the channel, just that video, specifically that video, because no one cares about the rest.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's the video that's gonna define my whole YouTube career. That 36 seconds of cat driving.
While you're at it, you might as well just instead put up my April Fool's joke. Be the perfect summation of my channel.
Sure, yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So, does anybody have anything else to add on anything that we had talked about today?
No, I feel good.
All right. So,
yeah, no, I think I'm good. Yeah.
All right. So, with that out of the way, that's all the time that we have. If you'd like to be a guest on the podcast, or if you'd like to see someone else on the podcast, then make sure to ask a member of the Amino to nominate you, or nominate the person that you want to see. With that said, remember to keep at it and keep improving.